Welcome to video 2 of the Team Raise Your Altitude New Coach Orientation. This video is all about getting organized and some of the basics that you need to know to get started. I know that everyone kind of starts from a different place. Some people are ready to hit the ground running and others need a little bit more time to kind of soak everything in, but the key to success really is to start before you're ready. And this video in particular is going to give you access to those resources that you need to do just that. So first of all, get to know the team and our mission. The first place that you really want to focus is on our team Facebook pages. So there are 2 that you've been added to. One is the Team Raise Your Altitude page, which is a smaller page for just our team. I want you to focus there first and foremost because that's where all the news and announcements will come from me and all of the opportunities that are just for our team. Then the second page is Team Fly Girl, which is my coach Meredith's larger team page. It's a really great resource as well. You may find that you also really connect with her teaching style, but it's also a bigger page. There's a lot more activity, so it can be a little bit overwhelming at times. And what I want you to do right away is turn off the notifications for all of your Facebook groups, and this will go for any new Facebook groups that you join, and you can add them to your favorites so that they show up on the sidebar of your Facebook page, because if you get notifications for every single post, it's going to feel like very overwhelming. So I want you to just get in the habit of not succumbing to notifications and checking in only 1 to 2 times per day to all of your groups. Remember that you can utilize the search function in the team pages. You can type in a keyword and see if maybe your question has been answered before you ask it. For example, one that gets asked quite a bit is Shakeology okay when breastfeeding? So you could type something like that into the search function on the team Facebook pages and find previous conversations before you post the question. Also, the files section is where there are some key documents stored, so those are going to be great resources as well. If you have time, you can browse around the files section. There are sample meal plans. These slides will be there for future reference and things like that. My favorite feature on Facebook in groups and just on Facebook in general is the Save for Later feature. So you can click on the little down arrow on the upper right corner of any post and then save it for later. So you're going to see a lot of information come up and things that you won't have time for on the day that they're posted. But know that if either myself or Meredith or someone else on the team is posting something, they've vetted it, and they feel like it's really important information. So I would recommend saving it so you can access it when you do have time to watch it or absorb the information. And then build relationships, add people on Facebook, on Instagram from the team, get to know them. We all start at the exact same place. And this is a community, and we're all here to meet and get to know each other. So don't be shy and start connecting with people. Finally, there are weekly team calls, and those will be posted in the monthly marketing calendars, which I'll go over a little bit in more detail. There's also the National Wake Up Call, which is posted by Beachbody, and they bring on top leaders in the company to talk about a new topic every single week. These usually occur during the day on Mondays, so if you have a full-time job and aren't able to catch it live, there's a replay. Now I include this FAQ number here, so coachfaq.com will be your best friend for all your questions. And what I did throughout these trainings is add the FAQ number for specific topics. So you can go there and get all the details, the call-in number, the replay number, all of that. Again, you are responsible for your business and I will be providing information, but I want to get everyone in the habit of being their own researchers and getting the information for themselves. So that's here for you. And then get on the wait list for Success Club Trip and the Coach Summit. I'm not going to detail exactly what those are, but we will later, but you guys are going to want to be on those trips. So again, go to Coach FAQ, Google Success Club Trip or Coach Summit. It'll get you all the information that you need. Get signed up on the wait list because you won't want to miss out on these opportunities. So back to my previous point is that become a professional researcher. The people who seem to find the most success in their businesses are the ones who seek out the information that you need. You know, through all the trainings that I provide, I really do try to pick out kind of the best of the best that I'm aware of. But you may have different interests. You know, you may be ready for a specific topic before I cover it in a training. So if you have a question, go out and find it and follow this hierarchy. You know, you really should be seeking out the questions on your own before you come to me or your upline sponsor. It's not that we aren't going to be available for you, but, you know, again, like we try and set our own business hours. We can't necessarily be on call 24/7. So don't want you to have to wait on an answer to get what you need. So the coachfaq.com is great. You can contact Coach Relations. My favorite way to do so is the live chat feature. You can also call or email them. Google, YouTube, there are tons and tons of YouTube videos. I know when I first started as a coach, I just like went on a YouTube watching binge and watched so many videos of top coaches just to soak in as much information as possible. The team page, you can ask questions, and then your coach is another resource. So this flow will start to become really familiar to you guys. And I want to spend a little bit of time here because it's really important. It's all about the Team Raise Your Altitude community building process. So the idea is that there will always be something for you to invite to. Remember the attract, connect, invite process. There's always going to be an opportunity for you to get people involved. So first and foremost, I encourage people to create a free group so that they can get people interested in whatever it is that you have to offer. On the next slide, I'm going to go into some more details about a free group, but a free group is a really great way, like run on Facebook, to kind of find out people who might be interested in health and fitness, accountability, support, motivation, those kind of things. And then from there, people who participate in your free group are great candidates who might be interested in one of your paid program-related challenge groups. So I will always offer, kind of around the same time we're doing the free group, a challenge group info session, whether it's a webinar, Facebook Live, a YouTube Live, something like that. You can invite people there to learn more about what a challenge group is and how it can benefit them. Then from there, you can invite them specifically to the challenge group, and then you will very much find that really engaged challengers who get great results want to be coaches. They are looking for long-term accountability, or they might be interested in paying it forward. So for people that are in your challenge group, you can then invite them to the Coach Opportunity webinar that I will do in the same format as the challenge group info sessions. So you'll get more information on that. I'll host them once a month. And then those new coaches that attend the webinar and sign up will get involved in the New Coach Academy, the New Coach Catalyst, every single month. So when in doubt, follow this flow. It will help you find engaged people who really want what you have to offer. And there will be specific dates provided every single month for these events. So in terms of community building, here's what we offer, and here's kind of the difference between the free groups and the challenge groups. So the free groups are typically run via Facebook. They can be any topic, not related, and ideally not related to a Beachbody product or program, because you're just kind of getting some feedback on who might need extra help or who's really interested in these topics. So some examples of things that have been done in the past are like quick sugar resets, healthy snacking, Miracle Morning, which is a book, you know, all about getting up early and starting your day off right, plank squat challenges, mason jar recipes, crock pot challenges. Like, people love recipes. So focusing these groups for a short time frame, like 3 to 5 days, can help you really have an engaged group in a short time frame. It's a great way for you to start adding value, building trust, and finding people who want to continue their journey with you in a challenge group. So the challenge groups can be run one of two ways. They can be run via Facebook or through the My Challenge Tracker app. And here's the FAQ to go learn more about the app and how to download it, how it functions. These are tied to a Beachbody product or program, but what I want to emphasize is that you can brand it. You know, I think that it's much more interesting to come out and say that you're running a Summer Strong challenge than join my 21-day fix challenge. You know, that just, it's not necessarily appealing. They probably feel like they've heard other people doing that. Maybe they hear the word 21-day fix and they go buy it on Amazon. Like, it doesn't give your community a reason to reach out to you for more information. You know, if you say we're doing 21 days of clean eating, or like I'm gonna do an online run club, people have to come to you for information. They don't know what it is you're talking about exactly, so they need more details. And there are a lot of ways that you can be creative with this, tying these to different products like the Performance line for runners, or Love Your Bod, which is short for Beachbody on Demand, like talking about self-love, helping people, like they don't have to pick a specific program. They can just do like whatever workout feels good to them that day from the streaming service, you know, those kinds of things. These are usually 21 days, or they can be the length of the program. You know, there are some like 60-day programs. I have run 60-day challenges before. They do tend to, people start to kind of fall off after that long time. So it's up to you if you want to just do like a shorter time frame. But we do run these challenge groups every single month. And they're a great way to strengthen the relationships that you've built in your free groups, build that loyalty, and then find people who want long-term accountability or want to pay it forward as a coach. This is a great place to do that. So here's an example of the monthly marketing calendar I was talking about, and it will show you how we include the different invitation opportunities. So I provide suggested start dates for everything: the free groups, your challenge groups, the webinars that I host are on here, the team calls are on here. You can see we shifted our team calls from Tuesdays to Wednesdays, at least at the time this was created. The National Wake Up Call, when the new coach training starts, like all of that is all included in the monthly marketing calendar. And this will be pinned to the top of the Facebook page every single month so that you always know what's going on. It's my personal, you know, belief that giving you guys systems and predictability is going to help you have a stronger business, because you're always going to know what's going on and you can plan ahead. And you'll find that, you know, when you're able to plan ahead, the first 2, you know, weeks of the month are going to be focused on bringing people into your free groups and your challenge groups. And then the second half of the month is going to be focused on bringing on new coaches and expanding your team. You know, again, if these are your goals to, you know, as a hobby or business builder. So that's what our calendar looks like. Then how to structure your day. We'll go into this in more detail in the New Coach Catalyst, but these are the things that you should be focusing on daily as a coach at this, you know, starting stage of your business. If things start to get crazy and you feel like you're all over the place, come back to this checklist. Print it out, you know, check things off. Schedule it into your day. You know, if it's not scheduled, it isn't real, it's not going to happen. The idea is that you can do this as a power hour. You know, you can get everything that you need to know to build a great hobby or a business in 1 hour per day, even if you have to break it up into like, you know, 20-minute chunks throughout the day. So if you are just a coach for the community aspect, the discounts, that is amazing. We're so glad that you're here. You're going to focus on the self-care and credibility section. You're going to continue to do your workouts every single day. You're going to drink your Shakeology every single day. And you're also going to listen or read personal development, because personal growth is such an important part of your journey, just as a person going through life. And so, you know, I want everyone on the team to be doing personal development, whether you're trying to grow a business or not. Then for those of you who are, you know, hobby or business builders, oh, and also the community or discount coaches, you're going to want to check into whatever challenge group you're participating in. For everyone else, you're going to kind of expand your daily activities to make sure that you're doing the attract, connect, invite process. So making sure that you're posting on social media, letting people know what you do, like being visible in their news feeds, connecting with people, so expanding your network, you know, adding new friends, following new people on Instagram, whatever social media channel that you choose, making sure that you're liking and commenting and engaging on other people's posts, and then inviting, which you'll get techniques and conversations and scripts for all of this that will help you. But following up on conversations in private message, making sure that you're building those relationships at the next level. And then finally, community cultivation is so important. So making sure that you're checking into your challenge groups, encouraging and motivating your people every single day. Your paying customers should be your number one priority, and you should be making sure that they are having a really great experience. Because at the end of the day, that will help you with loyalty. They're going to want to stay on. Maybe they'll want to become coaches too. Maybe they'll send you referrals. You just never know. Paying customers, existing customers are so much more valuable than future or, non-existent customers. So make sure you're taking care of them. Checking into your team pages, your personal page, meaning responding to any comments that people have had on your, Facebook pages or things like that, and then your training pages, if applicable. So if you're in a new coach training or a Diamond Dash type training, anything like that, add these groups to your favorites when they're running so that you can make sure you're checking in daily. So the importance of fit time. So fit time is focused, intense time. That means when you're doing your power hour, you need to be doing your power hour. Don't be scrolling through Facebook. Don't be multitasking. Make sure that if you're going to be working on your business, you're not distracted and you're present. What this is going to allow for you is for you to be in control of your business. Because I think one of the biggest mistakes that I see new coaches make and that I made myself is constantly checking my phone for notifications, seeing if I had new messages, checking my likes, scrolling. And then all of a sudden I felt like I was constantly on my phone or constantly coaching. And it was no one was telling me to do that but myself. I just felt this urge to constantly be connected and checking in. And that's not what I want for anyone. I want you to set aside your business hours, your time to be working on your business and make it focused. Be in the moment, do the work, and then move on, to the other things that you enjoy doing in your life. So basic time management, that is starting your business off on the right foot now. Setting those office hours, are you someone who wants to get up an hour early so that you can get this done? Are you more productive after work? Do you have a great lunch break that you can take advantage? Do you take the bus and can get things done there? Whatever it is, make it work for you and your individual schedule. Remember that in most cases, people don't need immediate responses from you. If you send out messages in your power hour and someone responds to you right away, leave it until your next power hour, or unless you're still working. It's totally fine. Think of this as setting long-term expectations for your customers and coaches. If you're constantly tied to your phone, responding to text messages right away, responding to messages right away, it's gonna not create a great balance for you. And I want everyone to have a great balance and positive relationship with their business and setting those boundaries. So know that people aren't necessarily sitting there at their inbox waiting for you to respond. You're not gonna lose a customer because you didn't get back to them within 5 minutes. So respect your business and other people will too. And that just goes to show I have to lead by example too. So you may not hear back from me right away, but I promise I will always get back to you. And my calendar is always open for one-on-one calls, and that information is provided to you in your welcome letter on how to schedule those. Always, always, always create before you consume. This goes back to the notifications piece. If you're, logging onto Facebook so that you can create a post for the day, and then all of a sudden you see 20 notifications and you check those first, you're off track, So always make sure that you go in, put up your posts on your personal pages, in your challenge groups, in team page, wherever it is that you're trying to post, until it's time for you to go back and respond to messages or respond to comments. Social media should be get in and get out, don't spend your whole day on social media. Don't scroll, those kinds of things just are not gonna add value to you anymore. And then truly unplug when it's time to focus on other areas of your life. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart that you should not be like sitting there on your phone when you're sitting there with your friends, your family, whoever it is, because you have to like respond to somebody's message. Set aside the time that you're going to be working on it and respect, again, those boundaries so that you're keeping healthy relationships with everything in your life. So now we're going to kind of switch gears and show you how to get familiar with your Coach Online office. So if you go to teambeachbody.com, that's where you're going to sign in to your Coach Online office. So that first strip up there at the top is what the homepage will look like. You'll click sign in at the top, and after you've done that, see the tab that says Coach. You want to click on that, and then a drop down will pop up that says Coach Online Office, and this big screenshot below is what you'll see. And just quickly, I want to run through on the left-hand side, your Coach ID. You're going to need that number if someone wants to request you as their coach. I'll give you, all the tools you need to do that, but you're going to need to know your coach ID. It gives you contact information for your upline sponsor. In the center, those tabs will become important to you over time when you want to track like the growth of your business, how many people you're helping, how your team's growing. Just know that it's there. On the right-hand side, get in the habit of checking the Coach Breaking News, because this is where all the new announcements are going to be. I will try to share them in the team page, but again, like, take responsibility for your business. If I don't share something because I filter it out, like, it might be important to you. So make sure that you're checking out this Coach Breaking News as well. And then the tabs at the top, like, you can browse around, like sales and marketing, news and training. Those are going to give you great toolkits for the different products, so you can learn about everything that we offer. It will show you how to like trainings for the stage that you're at in your business. Make sure that you're taking advantage of the opportunities that are available to you. And then the last thing I really want to point out is, below that main screen in the middle where it talks about Success Club qualifications, right below that, it kind of looks like an ad for Shakeology, but that's actually where you can change your Shakeology order, like your shipment date, your flavor, anything like that. You click on that and it's super easy right there. So these are kind of the basics of the Coach Online office. So find your Coach ID, and your username is what you selected when you signed up for enrollment. Update your websites. There's the FAQ to do that. Set up your direct deposit so that you get the funds directly deposited to you right away. Again, there's the FAQ. Also, guys, this is a business. Now you can save all your receipts for tax purposes. Make sure that you're consulting with your own accountant. That's not my area of expertise, but anything that is a necessary expense of doing business, it can be counted and deducted. So that's your Shakeology monthly, that's your program purchases, that's mileage to meet a potential customer, anything like that. This is a business, and so treat it like that in all areas. Fill out your profile so you're eligible for free leads. There's the FAQ section on how to do it, and look up how you qualify and just follow. There's like a really simple checklist that will tell you what to do to fill that out. And then again, browse the product, toolkits, trainings, all of that, just so you kind of know where things are when you need them. When I say browse, I don't mean like you have to open everything up and like read it and memorize it. No, I just want you to know where things exist, so that when, someone asks you a question, you kind of know, you start to know where to find it. So then understanding how to get others started on their health and fitness journey. So when you're talking with someone, first and foremost, make sure they do not already have a coach. We're not trying to take people away from other coaches. There are, there are instances when it makes sense if someone is not very close to their coach, or if their coach, doesn't really offer monthly challenge groups or anything like that, or they got a random coach assigned. They can contact Coach Relations to switch to you before purchasing. So if someone already has a coach, you'll need to do that before they can make any sort of purchase. But again, like, the goal is not to like be taking other people's customers. And then mobile enrollment for challenge packs or new coaches is a super simple way to get people hooked up with the products and programs that they want. There's an FAQ for that. The one thing to keep in mind is that before you can like sign them up through the mobile app, you need to know exactly what they want to order and their email address. And then you can send direct links to people using your Coach ID. I would suggest like making a Word document of those links or putting it in the notes section on your phone so that like the top ones that you always seem to use are like at your fingertips. You can get those links by using the link generator. There's the FAQ on that. Note that when testing links, you need to be signed out of your account. So if you generate a link for, let's say, the 21-Day Fix Challenge Pack, you copy it, you enter it into your browser, and it goes to what you think is like not the right page because it doesn't have anything to do with 21-Day Fix, you're probably still signed in. For whatever reason, it doesn't work if you're signed into your account. So make sure you're signed out. And the fastest way to verify if an order has been processed is through Previous Office View. So you can access that, again, by going to teambeachbody.com, signing in, and click on that same thing that says Coach. And when the drop-down menu pops up, instead of clicking on Coach Online Office, you click on Previous Office View. And you can look at your orders that way. It would usually be updated there first before it's updated in the Coach Online Office. So that's a little quick tip for you. And then remember, there is so much information, but everything is figure-outable. This is from Marie Forleo, one of my favorite business mentors, and it's true, you guys. Like, start before you're ready. Know that you will figure it out, and it will all come together. We all were equally, starting from scratch when we first started, so you guys can do it, and all the resources are there for you. So hopefully you enjoy this training, and I'll see you in video 3.